Okay, Tex, you're on, man.
You want to give me a practice run?
No, I did that.
Look at the camera or just...
Into the camera.
Okay.
Everyone back in the States is going to give you a big smile. You're enjoying yourself. Good go.
Okay, it's a beautiful morning here on day 4 of our journey south to Hobart. We're experiencing light and variable conditions, looking for the unpredicted northerly that will take us to Hobart by New Year's Eve. I don't know what else.
Just wait up.
Okay, just let me get the boat straight here.
Look at Ari's cooking.
Okay, set.
It's a beautiful morning here on day 4 of our journey south to Hobart. We're experiencing light and variable conditions that are good for everything but racing south. Here in the southern Bass Strait, it's a vast contrast at this time to our previous mornings where we've been 3 reefs and a storm jib. We look to make it to the northern Tasmanian coast sometime tonight and continue south and be in Hobart by New Year's Eve.
Bring him down, bring him down.
Mr. Lawson, Mr. Lawson.
Hello.
Want to see you down here. Now that the real prowess of the Helsal 3 crew has come to pass and you've seen how they can sail when they get a drink in them, what would you like to say about that?
I think we should drink more drink, and I think we should have more fun. And we've just blitzed one boat, like we've been too serious too long. We should just relax and have a little bit more fun. And could I have another drink because mine's empty?
And don't run away. We know where you are, Ari. We know. We've heard about you. We know. We've had lots of complaints. We've had them written, we've had them on the telephone and on the radio. Let's track this man down.
We got a
If it takes us days. I hope you'll recognise this famous yachting helmsman without his cigar. He has just pulled off one of the greatest passing manoeuvres in the history of the Sydney-Hobart race. What do you have to say about that, Mr. Robbie Fisher?
Well, I mean, passing Mirrabooka is a real improvement on what the other off-watch actors do. They passed Mulberry 100 miles back, and it took them, I think it took them 2.5 days to catch Mulberry.
Not to mention Eden and Gabo Island.
Well, Eden and Gabo Island, well, they were looking pretty good there for a time. I was thinking, well, Eden Fisherman's Club, we could go in there and have a few beers, and we still wouldn't be much further behind than what we are now.
What's the next target?
Well, we've got Helsal 2 fucked sitting out the sea there. Doctor Who. I couldn't stand Simon beating us. I could not handle that. He'll sit there and he'll just give us such a hard time. But Southern Cross, well, we can live with. We can live with Southern Cross beating us. Being, you know, such a good boat and all.
So your prediction is number 2 to Hobart.
Number 2? I thought we were number 22.
About
We need a number 4. If we had a fucking number 4, we would have been number 2.
Thank you very much, Robbie Fisher.
My pleasure.
Give a roll all the time.
You go, you go.
This one. Donald Graham, before you start gambling again, we would like to ask you a few questions. Certainly. We know about the pending investigation by the internal squad, but why aren't you on Computerland Solutions?
Fucking coppers wouldn't sail with them.
Thank you, Donald Graham.
What about his wild partner?
How's his wild partner?
Now, we have a man from Texas over here who's very disappointed.
Goddamn right, I'll tell you what.
Thought he was going to be a superstar this morning, but didn't get uplinked.
No, I got fucked, actually. I was very planning on having something go up into the helicopter and get sent home, but by God, they just wouldn't do it, just because I was at the wheel at the time of the interview, and the person that had to give the interview was asleep at the time. I volunteered my services, and what do? They take it away like usual. Even when the helicopter came by to take up the link, I was not at the helm as I should have been.
How did you get the glue off your hands, Mr. Super Elephant?
Well, our cameraman brought up some Freon, sprayed it on my hands, and lo and behold, bing, my hands came right off of the wheel. I couldn't believe it.
Amazing. Now we have a well-known North Shore publicist that knows a bit about advertising and magazines. We'd like to ask you, what do you think of your gift from our sponsors, Timberland?
It's nice. I don't wear them, but I like them.
You can be
Here they are.
frank.
Here they are. Here they are. I gave
Why
them
don't you wear them?
because they're too small. But other than that, I'm a charitable sort of guy, and I thought I'd give them away.
Okay, Bigfoot, thank you very much.
That's not a problem. Oh no, here I've got one here.
We have a man here that's into literature, as you can see. He's into literature.
Top literature, yes.
Been doing a bit of studying here.
Mr. Pawn. Mr. Pawn.
Mr. Pawn. That's Mr. Woody Pawn. Not to be confused with...
Excitement, pleasure and lust.
Say something, Mr. Woody Pawn.
Well, I've just been through most of the forum, and the dreams that those people have been reading about are at least as much fun as the dreams that I've been having previously with my good friend Robbie and his pole.
That's all done.
Now we have Bruce tomorrow. Bruce, what's it like being on the front of the boat and trying to get onto the back of the boat and having a big Texan push out?
Well, I knew these Yanks were tough, but they're really the strength of this man has been unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. We had him up in the bow there the other night, and he was trying to show us how it was done, but the bow trim was so far down that we thought we were going for a nosedive. So it's down under we go. Anyway, I've always liked to be on the front because I'm only the first one to cross the line.
Easy done.
And this is this man that we couldn't find before. We couldn't find this man before. We would like to ask you, how are your bed sores, Ari? Now, over to a man with a dream. You're all beautiful.
I'm son of a flying. She's an awful monsieur now. Oh, Smith. Deal, he's not sign. I should have known no more. Move around with my. Yes, and I keep that. Now, it's not him, too. Did I get trying to get me out of I don't mind. So you're asking how it is. Nah, you know, he's having your shell. Oh, you know, let me know. So next is. Oh, it's not here. Only for the level. I see you next time. So, well, that
was very boring.
Yeah, but this is a very nice hotel.
Now, Jim Morrow has the facts. Tell us about the facts.
The facts?
Yeah.
The weather facts?
The weather facts and how you interpret them.
A bit lost for words there. Give me some.
Well, draw us a picture. Now, if you're lost for words, just say something. Just say anything. Say, you know.
Yeah, that's right, yes.
Okay. Righto, let's move on. Now, down the back here.
Move on to something interesting.
I got a man with a fascinating hat. Andrew, what would you like to tell us about your trip so far?
Oh, I've enjoyed it immensely, except for throwing up for the first couple of days. It's been great.
And why did you stop throwing up? Did you get sick of it?
Yeah, I got sick of it, all right. I had nothing left to throw up.
You're not complaining about the cooking, are you?
No, the cooking's been excellent. Excellent.
Thank you, Andrew Fisher. Now, last but not least, concentrating at the wheel is a Vietnam veteran who doesn't need block out. What do you have to say, Blocky?
A return man, thank you. For all of you who are interested, I'm taking mass on the foredeck later.
That's the one.
And Willie knows it. Look, he knows it.
We're back with Willi Brewer, now in the front of things. And Willie, tell us about your trip the past 3 days.
acceptance, and it's been a lot of fun, and the beers have been flowing, and everything's been good. I mean, I don't know, right?
And we've been racing.
There. And we've been racing.
Yeah. Donald, you bring the backgammon board back up?
Absolutely.
Willie, tell us about your dog.
We also, we do want to say, Gary, fantastic. You
Gary,
look terrific.
good to see you. Gary,
Hand
for Gary. Yay, Gary. Woo. You beauty.
Gary.
Thank you, Willie. It's been fun being with you, mate. We've got another 3 days to go before we get to Hobart, and another 350,000 miles.
Well, after talking to all these people on this very famous ship that's been to Hobart, many times, I'd just like to say I'm a bit overawed by the company, and I'll probably never come again. I think we'll get fucking ragamuffin when we open up another case.
Nice cast, Lasso.
Good cast.
Have you?
What's that backlash?
Hey, what are you doing with Ari's job?
We're running out of food.
We're all getting a bit punchy here, folks.
Oh, mate.
Weekus, I think you need to talk to...
How punchy would they be on Mirror Book?
What's happened?
How do you make that red button go on automatic? You got that RET button, is it?
Take it up to Loss.
Weakers, you missed one. If you hit this button here, I think that makes the red button go all the time, you see? If you hit that button here, it makes the red button go a little bit of the time. If you hit that button...
Why didn't we start again?
Here we go.
Ari is going to explain the finer points in fishing for us all during this trip. Ari, can you tell us how you learnt to fish on the Lord Howe Island yacht race? Now, he's also giving you some really good tips on how to let the line out and how to put the burley in the water too.
Yeah, all that done.
Ah, we got a beer of booker. Look at this. We got a beer of booker. Hang on, I'm going to play him. He's going out a bit more. Let him run, let him run, let him run. Let him run. Oh, we'll get a little bit more here. So there you do it.
This is Bruce when he talks on the foredeck.
Well, that was fishing for the afternoon. Folks, what else would you like to see?
There's a big one.
It's a mirror booker.
Give us a look at the big one.
You want to see the big one?